Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Keza and today we're here watching the top 8 match of the TCG Quarantine Collector Tournament number 2. Today we're watching the top 8 match between James of Team Hoon and his Madolche deck versus Kyle Geddes of the aptly named Team Kyle Geddes and his Invoked Eldlich. Invoked Eldlich, that's the one. Bit of a mouthful, but Invoked Eldlich, one of the top decks. And that is Kyle Geddes there. So just getting the players ready to go, and then we should have some action. If you weren't part of yesterday's tournament, it was a great day all around. 31 players, pretty decent for an online match. Managed to sneak through a 3-2 myself, with at Ignistas, barely scraping out of the top 12. And it looks like Kyle's starting this match up. Going nice and strong with a Cursed Eldland. What's it? Yep, Cursed Eldland, that's what it is. Paying that 800 life points, getting ready to search for whatever he needs. And he's going for the Golden God himself. Golden God, dropping the White Sanguine. Popping an Eldland, stop us if you heard this one before. You're going to see it a lot today. Send some back row. Standard stuff so far. God comes back, God drops down. God blesses us with a bountiful harvest of spell and trap cards. Cool, get the counter trap there, Golden Land forever. And if you're familiar with playing this matchup, then yes, this deck does go on forever. Set another one there, we've got the Conquistador, popping a card on activation if you've got Golden Lord up. Set another Unknown, set a second Unknown. And yep, pass it back. Four back rows and a Golden God. 5 back rows. Whoop, here comes the Hequero. Setting the Sanguine. So James is going to have contest with at least 1 counter trap, 1 pop, and at least 2 Golden Boys on the field. What's James got for us? James playing the Madolches there. Revealing a Super Agent. This is a bit spicy. Don't get us wrong, folks. He is actually playing Madolche. Super Agent calls it, comes down, gets a free pop. What's he going to take out? Golden Land forever. Good choice. Bit of thoughts there, but yep, obviously can't activate it now. If you're wondering why we call Madolches the old fiddle cakes, it comes down to back to Victorian times actually. Queen Victoria was known, with a cup of tea in the afternoon, known to partake in a fiddle cake. Fiddlings, as she liked to call them, like quite affectionately. Yep, so Queen Victoria was down for a fiddling in the afternoon with a cup of tea. Here comes the pop. It's probably going to hit the Angeli. Cosmic Cyclone. Textbook. No pops for you. Angeli resolves. More than likely going to get us Hoot Cake. Bit of thinking here. Putting Sasur. Let's go special summon 1 Madolche from your hand or deck. think this is where we're going to see the hook cake come down now. See, I wasn't lying to you folks, this is a Madolche deck. Ah, even more, pudding cess. Suppose James knows the deck better than I do. Overlay into Madolche Queen Tiramisu. So the idea here, folks, is that he's going to be shuffling his own graveyard back in, and what's going to do is he's going to end up shuffling back the Eldlich spells and trap cards back into Kyle's deck before the end phase, so he cannot trigger them and gain even more advantage. Kind of like a Bistwella, but just giving them back. And we've got another king. Oh nope, that's the Eldlich of Scarlet Sanguine. So we're going to see second Golden God. Hakuero, it's going to banish the Pudding Cesser most likely. No, banishes the Angeli. Okay. Oof, back in the decks. So James is pretty in a good position now. He's got no back row to contend with. He's only got a couple of big beefy boys on the field. One can't be destroyed by effects, but that's fine in a Madolche deck that's known for spitting monsters back. Can he go through? Can he keep extending and go for a full OTK? Check a bit of music on there, bit of mood music for you. Sitting 2 back row, this is not a good sign. And goes to end phase. Two back rows, what can they be? Most likely the new Madolche trap card, the one that negates a card effect. Maybe even the old Infinite Impermanence. Very good card this format, very good indeed. So Kyle here is actually running the train package. Gustav Max doing 2000 damage, and then he's also running the Liebe, the old love train itself. Bit of a JoJo's reference for you. 2000 damage, packs a punch. If he does have the impermanence face down, it'd be a very good target for the Liebe. One back row. Golden Boy coming back. Send the Sanguine to the grave. No need for that anymore. Not when you've got 2 gold guys. Gets 1000 buff plus the protection from being destroyed by card effects. I think this might have been a bit of a misplay on Kyle's part. I'm pretty sure he should have gone into the Liebe, the old love train. But he's just going to be swinging at James with everything he's got now. Into Tiramisu. Soaking up a bit of damage for him, but this may be it if this attack goes through. No, it's only 18 left. Leaving James on a critical 800 life points. Pardon me, just refreshing myself there. Banish the Sanguine. More than likely just going to get a straight pop. What is it? Yep, Conquistador. He's got any Cyclone set, they are now effectively useless. And James has surrendered. Game 1 goes to Kyle and his Invoked Eldlich. While waiting for the sighting, let's just check on the old chat, see what's going on there. Thomas, surely Madolche takes time. Well, surely James has to win 2 more games now. It did look really in favour for him game 1, especially after he cleared the back row, but lack of extenders mean that he just absolutely couldn't capitalise. Dual start, James taking it first. What's James got for us? Straight out the bat with an instant fusion. Carbonella Warrior, nice earth extender. No, Muddy Mud Dragon. Yeah, whatever floats your boat. Madolche. Pudding Cicero. Searching the deck. What delightful treat are we going to add to our hands here? And yeah, Kyle responds with an infinite permanence on the... My dragon quick effect, changing himself to an earth type, allowing 2 earths on the field. Surely there is some X-seed here that James is going to be going into, hopefully to extend displays. Trap Tricks Rafflesia, interesting choice. Set 1 pass. What has James got? Opens with an Elixir of Black Awakening. Special summon 1 zombie. Golden God comes straight out. Says special summon in defense mode, but that's some bit of cold comfort for James, especially when that's all that needs to happen to get the extra effects of those spell and trap cards. 2 back row pass. Slow game, grind game. Reveal the Pudding Cicero. Pudding Cicero comes down. Thank you, thank you. Calls the waiter over. Excuse me, garçon. I'll have 1 pudding cess. Here comes the teacher. Glace soufflé. Glass Soufflé shuffling the graveyard back in. No extra resources next turn for you, Kyle. And down comes the chocolate a la mode. Excellent choice, sir. Copsa Huequero in response. hoping to banish the petting Saussure. I've been saying pudding. Petting Saussure. And no effect for Alamode. Down comes the Angeli, prompting a Conquistador. In attack mode, no less. Back and shuffled. And that triggers the Pudding Cess. James opting for a cunning strategy of bouncing everything. And here comes the Hoot Cake. Hoot Cake gonna do some real damage with the cards in the graveyard. I think you're a bit wrong there, Brandon. Checking on the chat there. Brandon says the fiddler couldn't fiddle the golden man in women's shoes. I think we're going to see a reverse of that this game. James just has everything coming out for him. The owl and the postman come to the field in a beautiful pea green boat. Added his trap to his hand. I believe it is the Madolche trap, one of the new ones that negates the effects of a card while on the field, pretty much activating response to anything you want, and nullifying its effects. And Kyle drops the rock. Yo, Angelo. But I don't think he's expecting this. This is where the Rafflesia comes into play, people. Using the new trap card, Gravehole. Opponent's monster activates in the hand or graveyard, or in the banished zone, negate the effect, and inflict 2,000 damage, making the OTK all too easy for James now. Absolute masterclass in Madolche play here. Proceeding to battle phase. Not being able to capitalize on this, but we do what we can. Absolutely fine. Jameson's a bit of a commanding position now. Kyle not going to be able to activate the grave effects until the end of next turn of his trap cards. Tanking, what's Kyle got? Looks like he's just opting to swing with Golden Boy. He knows what's up. Crash with the Pudding Cess, and then probably set a back row, and then revive the Golden Lad back to the field. Sorry, in defense mode, main phase 2. Wasn't lying, ladies and gentlemen, when I said that you are going to see this play a lot. Must be a dead invocation. Whoa! A big call by the grave from James. Out you go, out the gates. Set a back row, and limply goes to end phase. Now he's not completely dead. He can get the Scarlet Sanguine, which is going to be able to special summon yet another golden guy back to the field. Yep, there we go. Scarlet Sanguine called it. And not stuffing about. Elixir of White Destiny. That's the spell card that special summons a zombie from the deck to the field. So not hiding behind one Ash Blossom. James is going to have to fight through at least one Golden Boy this game. Oh, this turn, sorry. Hoot Cake banishes the Pudding Zest to get the special. Remember, James does have face down that trap card which negates an effect. So even if he does have Ash Blossom, James could probably be safe to kill this turn and get within lethal. All depends on what the unknown there is, folks. We know that last card in Kyle's hand is the Nibiru. White Destiny face down, and the unknown. So it's just the one unknown that James really has to hope isn't something that can scuttle his place. Goes into Teacher. Back they go, spin to the deck. Yes, this is looking like James's game indeed. We are going to see a game 3 here, folks. All he needs is another 200 damage on the board, and there it is, the Madolche. Scoop it up, Kyle. We're going to game 3. True gentleman, Kyle, letting him play it out. James is getting a bit cocky. Has he forgotten the Nibiru in his hand? Perhaps he plays a second of that new trap card. We don't know. Battle phase. Yep, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Swing through everything, and then we'll see you in game 3. Yep, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Going through a bit of siding. Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? Kyle is probably going to favour going first, and yes, indeed, we see him leading the start here. Hopefully James is prepared on this one. Madolche normally do favour going second, but against a deck like Eldlich, you do want to go first in pretty much every case. Puts them a turn behind, having to have a passive turn 1 and just setting back row. No Golden Lord. Or no Golden Lord just yet. Could see a white elixir, black elixir. Ah. Oof. This is looking kind of bricks from Kyle. How good is James's hand, though? Looking fucking phenomenal. Pardon my French. If he's smart here, he's just going to shuffle the Petting Saussure back. Ooh, that's indeed what we see. It's going to prompt yet again a passive play from James. It's in 2 back row there. Wonder what they are. James does get his Petting Saussure back, so if Kyle's hand is still rubbish next turn, James is off to the races yet again. Conquistador. Just putting a chump blocker out there just so he can swing with 1800 damage next turn, most likely. Yet another Conquistador. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Double Conquistador. The Spellbook of Knowledge, Invocation, and Unknown there. Although these are light monsters, never forget that, which could prompt in a 3600 damage swing from both and then into a Pleiades. That's the Pleiades I was just talking about there. This is a dangerous time, especially when the Madolche are very crucial on the normal summon, much like Salamangreat. If you nix the normal summon, stop that first effect before they can even bother to get going, it's all over. But we did see a impermanence in James's hand though, never forget that though. Might be enough. Lazy Pleiades, but that is going to detaching the Conquistador, but don't forget that Kyle did activate one Conquistador this turn, so that's going to have to wait till next turn. So James has to burrow through a Pleiades and a one face down. If that is that last face down from James there is the impermanence there, then this is probably looking alright for him. James thinking about his next move. This could be it. He only has to do 6,000 damage. He's not reaching for that full 8. Putting Cesur comes down. Triggering the effect. Special summon one Madolche monster from your hand or deck. Prompts the pudding cess from the hand. Plays into the teacher. Teacher having a quick effect, detaching a material from this card. Target one Madolche. It is unaffected by monster effects, nullifying that Pleiades. Seems like a bit of a misplay from Kyle, allowing him to get 2 monsters on the board. But nope, Pleiades activates in chain. Really think... yes, the impermanence is down. Well bowled there, James, well bowled. Last Souffle allowing to shuffle back the Conquistador. No extra resources. Down comes the pudding cess. Shuffle back in, triggering the Salon. Remember, Eternity Code is legal for this tournament, so Salon probably earning its price point right about now. As Queen Victoria said, let them eat cake, as we see an Angeli come down. Queen Victoria keen on the old fiddle cake. Brandon Martin calling game now. We still have an unknown from Kyle there, could be anything. Banish the glass souffle, so this is going to prompt a Postman Pat, comes to say hi. Searching for the new trap card, that's the negate anything card, or negate the effects of anything card. Doesn't actually destroy. Ticket flips up. Dangerous combination there, Chateau Ticket. Boom, Angeli drops. Down comes the doggy. Does Kyle have the Nibiru? Now would be a very good time to drop it. Oh, but no, of course he doesn't. We know what's in his hand. 2 useless spell cards. See another teacher, and Kyle calls it. Game to James from Team Hoon, hey, taking down Eldlich Invoked with his Madolche Fiddlecake deck. Boom. Well played from both players there. They're really great to see. Stick with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go live again at 1 o'clock and calling the semi-final match. Which one, we're not too sure yet. Depends on the results, but stay tuned.